Hi everybody, my name is Sydney Miller and I'm your 2025 Waukesha County Fairest of the Fair. I'm here today with Liz Tobolt and her daughter Ava, and we're out here on her beautiful farm, and we're going to talk with them today a little bit about their involvement with the fair, about Ava's showing, all amazing things. Hi everyone, so I'm here with Ava Tobolt. We're here with Ava and her sheep, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ava's experience with 4-H and showing and all the great things that come with being a youth exhibitor at the fair. All right, Ava, and who do we have here?
This is Eliza.
And what kind of sheep is she?
She is a Hampshire Suffolk crossbreed.
How old is she?
She's like, I think around 2.
And what is your favorite part about showing at the fair?
I really love the connections that I make with my animals and how next year I'm able to revisit them and see how they grow and how I grow.
Ava, what do you have to do to prepare all of your different animals for the fair?
Well, something that's really important is making sure that they're the right size, not too big. Cows, that we need to make sure their fur is a little bit shorter, and then we have to get the sheep sheared.
Yeah, that's super exciting. And how long have you been showing at the fair?
4 years now.
Awesome. What's your favorite thing about showing?
I just love the adrenaline rush. I always get super excited and hyped for it. So.
Well, you work hard on all these projects, so it's really exciting to see all that hard work pay off, I bet. And what sort of lessons do you learn when you're showing at the fair?
Something I've really learned is time management, that this takes time and you have to make time for it and you can't just sneak it in.
All right, Ava, and it sounds like you have a pretty special connection to the fair. I see a lot about your mom being connected to the fair on the sheep and goat tents and the breakfast that she sponsors in the morning at the fair. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
She sponsors the sheep and goat barns, and she and my aunts showed a lot during the fair. I actually show a lot of the same things she did.
Super exciting. Thanks so much for being here with me today, Liz. I know you're super involved with the fair. I see your name and your face all over the fairgrounds. Tell us a little bit about what you do with the fair and your involvement.
Well, I sponsor the sheep and goat barn and the auction and some other things, and then I also have the 4-H leadership breakfast Sunday morning at the fair for all of the youth exhibitors.
Yes, absolutely. I've been there myself, so thank you so much for doing that.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, and so about how long have you been involved with the Waukesha County Fair?
Well, I think I've been sponsoring in a sponsor capacity for probably about 30 years, but before that I was in Center Oak 4-H, and I showed in many of the barns at the fair myself. I had my horse down there and cows and sheep.
That's amazing. And why do you choose to stay so involved with the Waukesha County Fair?
Well, I think the fair was such a large part of my youth and part of my development as youth. It really taught me so many valuable lessons to be involved in 4-H and agriculture. And agriculture is really the heart of this state's economy. So I feel strongly that we need to promote agriculture in Waukesha County and in the state of Wisconsin.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I love that answer. Well, ladies, thank you so much for having me here today. It was great to chat with you both.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes, and Liz, thank you so much for everything that you do for our youth livestock exhibitors at the fair and just being involved and continuing to do all the great things that you do. So
it's truly my pleasure.
All right, everybody, please come and join us at the Waukesha County Fair July 16th through the 20th, and come get your fair face on.
Yay!